The third week of October every year is Small Business Week, and on the Thursday is Organize Your Desk Day. Here to talk to us today about tips for being organized is Christa Wagner. She's a productivity and organizational expert from Savvy Solutions.
Hi there, how are you?
Very good. So how do people be a success with organization?
Well, let's just start by dressing your desk for success. The sign of a great desk is one that is not only productive, but it's also functional. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have all the basic office supplies you need to complete your work and have as few distractions as possible. The second thing I want to mention is to make sure that you dedicate about 30 minutes each week to plan for the next. Make sure you assess what happened last week, prioritize, and plan what you want to accomplish next week.
I know one thing I often see a lot of businesses, paper is a huge issue. It tends to pile up.
Paper definitely is a problem, whether it's at home or at work. My first suggestion would be to open your mail every single day. You would be surprised how quickly it really adds up. At the office, I would encourage everyone to create a desktop action file. At the office, we have a little bit more paper that requires our attention. I call these action papers. You can create a system such as this. You can simply place the papers that are appropriate for that month into that corresponding month. You will always know where your paper is when you need it. It's a great system.
Well, one thing that I rely on in my business is email, but I have a feeling I could probably use it better.
Everyone could be using email better. My first tip for email is to send fewer emails so you receive fewer emails. I bet you didn't know, for every one email you send, you get 3 in return.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
So the next time you go to send an email, ask yourself, does my busy recipient need this email to do their work? My second thing I would suggest regarding email is let go of email-itis. Do you know what that is?
No.
Email-itis, and I'm sure you know someone like this, is that person that is checking email in the morning, in the evening, in the middle of the night, going to the bathroom even, I've seen. So give yourself permission to only check email during business hours. Otherwise, it creates the never-ending workday.
People often struggle with time. What do you say to those people who say they don't have enough time?
I would say that we all have the same amount of time, and it's time to prioritize by getting the rocks on the calendar. And what I mean by that is putting the most important personal and professional events that you have in your life and getting them on and in your calendar so that you can make sure that you make time for them. We all have the same amount of time, and it's just about prioritizing. The second thing that I would suggest is create a stop doing list. And this is pretty fun, AJ. Looking at your to-do list, completely eliminate anything that doesn't support your personal or your professional life. And you create a second list, that's your stop doing list. And you create it so that it reminds you that you don't have to do those things anymore.
I could see my stop doing list being really big.
It's a great thing to do. It's quite fun.
These have been some really good tips. What are some general office tips?
You know, I would say for general maintenance, a couple of suggestions I would make. First thing, just put things away as you use them. Secondly, I would say at the end of each day, make sure that you clear your desk. The third thing I would suggest, and this is really important and not a lot of businesses do it, I would schedule an office-wide organizing day for your company. And what I mean by that is give all of your employees, from the interns to the owner, 5 hours of time to organize and declutter their office. I bet you didn't know that employees spend about an hour each day searching for misplaced information.
No.
That's a huge number affecting your productivity. So if everyone's given some time to organize and declutter their office, they will be much more productive, and that's really going to affect your overall business.
Well, thank you so much, Christa.
You are so welcome. It's been fun being here.
Those are some great tips from Christa Wagner, productivity and organizational expert with Savvy Solutions. If you want to find out more about these tips, check out the website, organizeyourdeskday.com or getconnectedmedia.com for all of the great tips to get to know and love your desk again.